welcome to Agent Acres Journals. My name is Linda. We are in my create room and we are about to create something magnificent to put inside my journals. I welcome each and every one of you and I pray you enjoy today's little project. I am taking two digitals. They're both green. I was going to put them with other pages, but I made a decision. The flowers here and the flowers there, the red stamp and the red stamp, these flowers and all these colors are just perfect together. So what I'm going to do, and I think will be perfect, is I'm going to cut this off. This is going to be a side tuck. We're going to glue these two pieces together. Again, this will be an insert to go in my journal. This will be cut off and glued over here, but I don't want it to cover the red. I think I'm going to try to get it to where it's just on the other side of this here. We'll back it with some Bookpage, glue it on here. We'll take this along with this, turn it into a tag. This will slide in to that side tuck, and then this will be our front cover. I'll cut her down and put her on the back of some Bookpage, and she'll be the front cover of this little insert. So the first thing we need to do is glue these two pages together and then get busy. I have more, and we will do more, but this is the first one we're going to do together. So I pray you're enjoying your day. Today's Saturday here at my house. I'm going to a craft fair later, not because I'm selling, but because I will be selling it. It's a little town outside of where I live, and I will be selling there come November 29th for my Christmas fair. And I want to see what the traffic's going to look like, because from what I understand, it's got a lot of traffic, or it did last year. Anyhow, that's today between 12 and 5, and me and a couple of girlfriends are going to go check that out. But in the meantime, it's quiet right now. I got my door shut, my puppy's out there with his daddy, and I get to play. And of course, when I play, I want to bring you guys along with me, because you just make it that much more fun. So I'm doing, again, more pages to insert in my journals. I'm just having fun coming up with ideas. And these are not necessarily journals that I've already worked out in my head, because really I don't know. Okay, this is the middle, and this is the front, but I'm gonna go like this, get it on as straight as I can, and then we will take it to the cutter and do any kind of readjusting that we need to do. I'm excited about this. I really am. I got a couple other ones. Not half bad. I only got that little bit of white right there. Not half bad. Okay, but I do want to fold it, and that's where a lot of it comes into play. Okay. I don't want it there. I want it right here. Yeah, like that. That's my front. I have my puppy kind of sort of locked out, and he's not really happy. He's got his daddy, so I don't know why he wants mama. Other than the fact that I'm adorable. Hello. I'm here for him 24/7, and I make him giggle. Okay, I don't like it that much out. I just don't. And even when I do put this on it, I don't really want that showing. So we're going to go take it and this to the cutter, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I started to fold this back so that it was just big enough to be a side tuck, but I was still able to see the red stamp in there. It's not real level. Apparently, excuse me, I want it to be as level as possible. I don't know if level's the right word. I want it to be, see, down here looks good, but I feel like it goes too wide up there. I could be wrong. It doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these two pieces down and then put it on Bookpage and cut it out. Because I really do want it to be thick enough for the pages to slide in and out without any problems. There we go. Yeah, it just does not look, it does not look level. Look at that. And I'll put the book page on it, and then when I'm done, I'll trim it on the trimmer. It's that simple. That's what we're gonna do. So, yeah, I'll make it level on the trimmer. And then we will glue it onto the page itself. And then do my little punch. And then we'll go from there. Let me go ahead and cut this piece off. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'll take it to the trimmer. I just want to save that for my next task. I'll be right back. Okay, I did what I said I wanted to do. I glued it on and trimmed it up, and there is just a hint of the red showing. I don't like it as tall as it is, and it's not really, it really isn't level by no means, but it's enough to where I can slip something in there. I'm not even going to punch it. There's really no reason to at this point. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this on, and then we'll move on to the next part. It has to be glued, I'm going to use this guy, glued all the way down. Oops. You can see how steady my hand is. There. Now we'll put this on here. There we go. Okay, so now this I'm going to have to trim way back. I want it to be small enough that it can fit in there, but I want it to be like, I don't know, just a, I don't necessarily need it to be a tag, but I do want it to be a tag, if that makes sense. I'm going to glue this onto this, trim this down, and then we'll back it. Like I said, I need it to be something small enough to slip in there, and this will be both writable space on the front, and we'll put something on the back as well that they can write on. All right, let me see. It goes like this is up. We are going to put a little bit of a lip all the way around it, like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same all the way around it. I don't need these at all or anything else. So this will now fit in here like so. But I got to back it, and I want to do my edges. And what am I going to back it with? What can I use? Let me see. Well, the colors are greens and pinks. I'll use something like this. Something. Yeah, something like that. It's delicate enough. It looks flowery-ish, right? And once I back it, then I'll do my edges with my little punch. Dock the edges with this punch. Okay. There we go. And I'm gonna have to just trim it close because I don't really want any of the back showing. No, Finners, Mommy's working. Go see Daddy. You hear him knocking on the door. Now, normally, as y'all know, if you've watched my channel before, during the day when I'm at home and my husband's at work, I leave that door open so he can come and go. But with him watching TV, see, I don't really like it. I think I need to take it to the cutter and make it even more pretty. I didn't give myself much of an edge. I think I kind of took it down too far. But we are going to make it work. See, once you round the edges, it doesn't look so bad. Okay, so this is now my little tag for this particular journal page. And once we put it in here, see, it looks good. It sits in there just fine. But when you take it out, you can still see the red. Now, with that being said, this is all done. I'm happy with all of this, but I want to do my corners, and we still got to find something for her. She's Finley. No. I'm going to put her, I think I'm going to put her on this. And, well, actually, no. No. I'm going to put her on something different. I'll do, I know what, a piece of vintage book page. That's what we'll put her on. A piece of vintage book page. Or something like that. Yes. But I want to cut her down a little bit. I don't need her that big. And even though I love the red, I don't need that much of it. So we're going to go like this. A ruby and pearl movement. And I'll just ink the edges. Then we'll glue her on the page and cut the page down to size. Yes, we will. I actually have been enjoying myself a lot more than I thought I would. I love making journals, don't get me wrong. Playing in the digitals and piecing them together and then making the pockets and the tags for them. That's all fun. I'm going to ignore him. You see? Let me see. See, she's going to fit a little bit better inside that. But I gotta dock the corners and then glue her on and then dock the corners again. Okay, I like that. Let me get my ink. So I'm having a really fun time playing with these digitals. I have so many digitals that I really just like, in my opinion, have just left to use for something else later on. But now I'm using them. I'm making them work for something I feel special for inside my journals. Okay, we'll leave that like that. And what's on this other side? Yeah, I like this better. Look at this pretty writing. Yeah, I like that. We're going to glue her right there. And then we will trim that down. But I think I'll trim it with my scissors instead of the cutter, because the cutter is, in my opinion, it ruined it for me. Right? Look at that. There. Come on up. Come on up. There we go. Okay. I want some of these words. And I want some of these words. And I want some of these words. And I want some of these words. Okay. This side needs to go down just a hair. There. And now let's dock these corners. And then we'll ink this one. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna have to get a new trimmer, or what do you call it? Look at that. Oh no. I can't be having that, guys. Why is it doing that? This one, I just started using this one. It shouldn't be all broken like that. Time to get a new one. It's that simple. Okay, now we're gonna glue her. Well, you know what? Might as well hurry up real quick and dock these boys. I think it's just because that paper is too thin. And I am gonna dock this one. And this one. Okay. That looks pretty. And we'll put her right here. Yeah, I like that. There's just enough of a frame around her. Finley, Mama said no. I'm working. Go play with Daddy. He's busy. Alright, let me glue this on and I'll open the door for my puppy. I apologize, guys, but we're just going to have to deal. You and me both. That looks pretty. I like that. Now let me open the door for the guy. Finn, you can come in for a minute while Daddy's busy. Come on. Okay, so with that being said, and I say that a lot, guys, I'm sorry. Let's see about maybe putting some words or something else on it. You want to come here, Mama, hug you? Come here. Come here with your wiggle butt. You're so cute, puppy. You're so sweet. You said, Mama, don't lock me out. I miss you. I only lock you out because Daddy's TV's loud and you make a lot of noise. He's wiggling like crazy. Okay, so, this looks cute there, so I'm going to leave that. But this is, I could put something on that, right? Baby. Maybe put something on the front. We're not going to emboss this one. We're not putting any stencils on it. This is just a simple page. I think I do want to put, um, actually I'm going to leave that alone. I like that, just like that. We're going to leave that alone. And then the front, she's cute just like that. Really, I don't really need to put anything on her. I want something right here, but what? I don't want to cover that with a pocket. We have our pocket. Here we go. It says binder folio right here. I'm going to put that on. What are you smelling him for? He's smelling all my fabrics. I have, if you've ever seen my craft room, I call it the create room. I have little clear drawers, and in some of them I have the stuff that I use to decorating tags, and I have lace and ribbons and stuff of that nature. And I think we're going to put this guy. I want to put it somewhere. I'm going to put it right there. A binder folio. Okay, and then on this, I'm going to put a number at the very bottom. I am going to put number 4 on the very bottom. What is it, Fin? If y'all are at all interested in what my puppy looks like, because I never really film him on this channel, go to @FinleyJack on YouTube. He has his own page. He's a hoot. He is a hoot. He's really, really good at entertaining, I promise. Which is why he makes so much noise, because he's trying to distract me from what I'm doing and get my attention. All right, I'm going to put this one at the very bottom. Okay. I'm going to put it right here in the very middle at the bottom. There. Okay, and then we are done with this page. Just like that. Now, when I put it in a journal, if I feel like decorating it even more, I can. In the meantime, I'm just going to set it aside, and we'll move on to the next possible insert. That's what I'm going to call these, inserts. I don't know what they are called. But, and then I had, I think it was this one. Yeah. No? Was it this one? Yes. Then I had the idea of this guy. Let me show you. Let me move my stuff so you can see what we're doing. Yeah, I gotta move everything out of the way so you can see. Alright, no. These are no's. This is a possibility, though. This is a no. Alright, now this one, I pulled this out thinking I would add it to the first one we just did. But then I saw that these matched that, and I went, oh, so this is what we're going to do with this guy. We're going to glue these two together, like so. And I think I'm going to turn this one into a folio, like this, and this. And then we're going to use these pieces to decorate pockets and things on the inside. So with that being said, let's work on this together. And then I have this one also. Again, this one goes with that, this one goes with that. And then I have cute little birdie with some blue flowers. So we could really hook this one up. Benny, what are you doing now? Mama is not going to get, no. He's looking underneath my desk. Whether he's got something under there or not, I am not getting up. Okay, so we're going to have to glue this one on. Do I want this one or do I want something else? I mean, really, do I really want that one? Or do I want something else? Because I have others. I almost like that one better. And I even like that. Ooh, this one. I like this one. Look at that one. Big old writable space right there. Okay, we just found a new one. Na-na-na-na-na. Okay, going in. So this guy, we're going to glue on here. Take it to the cutter, trim it up. Da-da-da-da-da. You know the routine at this point. Okay, I'm going to turn the page. Start gluing. Oh, he got mad at me. He's laying on the floor with his back to me like, well, usually when he acts like there's something under the desk, he really did find a toy that he had knocked under there from before. Or in this case, it's got to be something really small. So it's probably a bottle cap, because he rips the bottle caps off of the bottles and acts like there's some kind of a special toy and walks around and he doesn't chew on them, but he kind of like carries them in his mouth, and he just, yeah. So I would normally get up, get the broom handle, and push whatever it was that was underneath out from underneath. But at this point, I don't want to. I'm working with my guys. Okay, so moving in. And we're going to do you like so. Come on. Don't get stuck. This one doesn't look level at all. Look. That side's not so bad, but this side, probably because of the lumps. Let me see if I can't move them over a little bit more. Come on. Come on. Okay, that looks okay. But look and see the white? Yeah. Alright, now I'm going to have to take this one to the cutter and trim it up special. And then I'll fold it and then see if I need to trim it anymore. I'll be right back. Okay, I trimmed it all up. I'm going to fold it first and then we'll cut the corners. I want to make sure see, I want to get all of that flower onto the front because this is going to be my front. And then I don't want this to interfere with anything else. Let me see. Yeah, this is good right here. I think that's right. Yeah, that looks good. Right? Okay, now let me clunk. Yeah, I'm going to have to break down and buy a new one. I saw this one. It's called a 3-in-1 punch. I actually have it saved. I was hoping to be able to fix this one so I wouldn't have to spend even more money, but I think I want it anyhow because not only does it just do the round corners, but it has these little teeny baby slits and then hole punches. I don't need a new hole puncher, but instead of pulling out different tools, I can just use that for 3 different things. So, okay, this one, I need to lay it down. Okay, now I'm really pleased with that. I am. This is just going to be a folio. I think if I do it right, I can fussy cut the birdie out and he can sit right here with some of his flowers on the front. So let me go ahead and just cut this straight across. Okay. And I will fussy cut this baby out. Let's see what it's going to look like. I think that would look pretty, right? We'll fussy cut him out and back him on some book page, but he would look pretty on here. And then this guy, I can turn into a pocket or a side tuck. This one, I could actually decorate. This one I could turn it into a pocket. I don't want to put too much in here because that's some really good writable space right there. But that, I could glue something on that to make it pretty. Maybe bring some of the color. I mean, we got a lot of white here. I don't need all that white. Maybe cut some of this out and glue it. Well, as a matter of fact, I like that idea. Let me cut this right here. Okay. And then to right here. I'll cut that out like that on my cutter, and then we'll glue it right there and give it some flavor flav. I'll be right back. It doesn't look right. I don't think I did it right. I don't know how I messed that up, but I did. Look at how crooked that is. Okay. I mean, you'd think the cutter would take care of it for me, but you gotta know how to operate the cutter first, right? Okay. This was supposed to be on the other side of that, and it wasn't. Alright, let me see now. Okay, and that's still too tall. In this side. Yeah, I found out what he was moaning about. He had a little teeny ball, the inside of a golf ball. He literally ate the case off the golf ball. See, that looks pretty. And you know what, guys? You see that edge? I'm going to get my pinking shears. We will put that edge on it. Anyhow, he had taken a golf ball, ate the case right off of it, and that's what he had stuck underneath my desk. So it was something that he really, really wanted. But he actually, I don't know if he saw it or he smelled it or how he even knew it was there. But when I went over there to do the color, I went ahead and grabbed it out for him, and then I pushed him out the door and shut it on him. He's in there. I can hear him. He's playing with it. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'm going to be honest with you. Because I may have actually just cut it too small now. I did. It's alright. We'll make it work. That's still pretty. Now let's glue that on. I couldn't find it. It was right there in front of me. Okay. So anyhow, I like the idea of gluing this on because it won't take up any space. And let me see, where's the words? They're like this. It won't take up any space, but it will give a little bit of decoration to the page. You see? And then the white underneath it doesn't look that bad. I like it. Okay, that's the front. I don't know how I feel about this now that I have that. I almost feel like I need to just forego that altogether since I'm going to put the birdie on the front and put this guy. Oh, okay, here we go. I don't want that. I want this. I want this. Right here. This is going to be a little side tuck right there. See it? It's little. Except for it's crooked. Come on, Linda. Got right. Okay. Now, let me put you on some book page, and then we'll cut you out and glue you right there. So we have a cute little side tuck. I'm excited about today's craft fair. Oh, see, again, I'm not selling in it. I'm just going to see, because this little town, from what we were told, it's a parks and recreation person who actually does the craft fairs, and they charge the vendors a certain amount of money, but that money goes to their parks and recreations. And I absolutely love the idea of that. Gotta clunk it. Hold on. Gotta clunk it. You know me and my clunks. Okay. Little guy right here. And I think that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. I just need to clunk that one corner. And then, oh, I don't like it poking out all white. I don't really want to make this. There, that's good enough. And then two, so my money that I paid to become a vendor in it's called the Christmas market. It's the end of November. Will go towards beautifying their parks and recreations. And I think that's a good seed to plant in the ground. So, and then another, my little, you know how I am, guys. I gotta dock my corner. My little craft fair that I sell at every month, usually, they collect the funds from all the vendors, and they take the funds. They don't pocket it, and they use it for a charity of their choice. I love that. Okay, that's cute. I need something over here. Maybe a pretty picture. A pretty picture. I don't really want that. I decided. Okay, this is gonna fold. So if I put it, I could put it right here. I could put it like that, and the picture can still fold over. Yeah, I like that. We're just gonna glue it on. I'm not doing anything special with it. We're just gonna glue it on. And I love the idea of it. But anyhow, I'm really excited about this because not only will I get to see how many vendors are there, but I get to see the traffic. And she said last year they made so much money because they actually had a lot of traffic coming through. And I was excited about that. So, and then of course Christmas time, everybody's gonna want to go out shopping during, it's after Thanksgiving. It's the 29th of November, the one that I signed up for. And you know what, guys? I think I want a catty corner like that, right? Like that. And then we'll let it fold right in the middle. We will. See how it's folding? I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Yay, it looks good. Okay, but I don't like that. I feel like that's, well, no, it's down. Okay, now I need something over here. Some word. A word. I can use that and put a word on it. That would be cute. Okay, let's see. What do we want to put? I want to put Right here. Book folio. I have a lot of words somewhere around here. I just happen to have those right there. And so that's what we're going to pull from. And depending on the time, I don't know that I need all of that, do I? Kind of like that side. Alright, we'll cut this down a little bit. And I think this will fit right here. Yep. We can put this right here. I like that. Do you like that? I think it looks good. Oh, I just got that all over the floor that I just swept yesterday. It's alright, I got to empty my trash anyhow. But again, I'm going to leave it this way more so I can fold it. I like that fold look for some reason. Uh-oh. Two more corners. 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 And corners. Oh, look at the mess. I gotta start some laundry here in a minute. There we go. That's cute. Right, guys? Okay, so all we have left. Now, if I wanted to, I could put even more on the front and, on the back and on the flap. Or we will leave that up to whatever journal I do. But let's go ahead and fussy cut out this pretty birdie. I don't have any of my little scissors in here. So we're going to have to do it with these big boys. That's all right. I can do it. And I'll just ink the edges. It doesn't have to be perfect anyhow, because most people won't even notice. You know, they'll look at it and go, "That's so pretty. I love it." It is so pretty, and we do love it. Yeah, I miss my little white. I took my little white scissors to my potting shed so I could hold that thought. Sorry about that. Anyhow, while we were on the phone, while I was on the phone, I went ahead and finished cutting it out. I glued it to some authentic book page, and then I did, because I did the pinking shears inside, I thought, you know what, I'm going to do that on the outside. And then I laid it on here and I cut it to size. And I am so pleased with that. That looks so pretty. So let's glue this onto the cover. And then we'll take a look one more time at it to see if there's anything else we want to do. I don't really know if I don't think I can actually make any more today. I got some things happening. Again, I'm going to the craft fair. This one took longer than I thought. Look at that. That is so adorable. We'll sew it in right here. No, I'm sorry. This won't be sewn in. This will be put in a pocket. And then that's probably what we're gonna do. We'll probably put something here and just, we might actually decorate it even more, being as it's gonna slide into a pocket. We might be able to add some more photos to the back, because if you open it up like this, there's room. There's room. As a matter of fact, let's add this guy. Yeah, let's add this guy just like that. The blues are pretty. And I'll glue it on and then it can fold over too. Yay, we'll do that. And then I think I'll call it done because, like I said, I got a lot to do. This one's taking me longer than I thought it was going to take me. And I still want to spend some quality time with that man of mine because he's home before I have to head out to the craft fair. Okay, yeah, I like this. We're going to just lay it right here. Yep. I like that. I like the idea of it being folded. I don't know why, but look at that. I like it. Is there anything else? I don't really want to... I like that up there. I do. Brings in this one. And then this guy brings in the birdie. This side's still too white. I think... I think I'm going to grab another number 48. We'll take 48 out and we will put it on this thing right here. It's black, bringing some of the black and white from the photos. Not cutting very good. Okay. I gotta make my bed. Gotta get dressed. Gotta start a load of laundry. I gotta sit with my man and chat with him for the tad bits. Yeah, this one I'm just gonna go and just set right here. Just set right there. That looks cute, right? Brings in the black. I might put something black up here too. Let me see what else we got. Anything else black? Not really. Nope. I guess that's good. What's this? It's too black. Too big too. And these, but now I can't. What's this? No, I'll save that for something else. That's good. I think that's good, right? I mean, honestly, I think it turned out nice. Let me put my mess up, and I'll bring the other one back. I'm excited. I am excited. I'm finding fun things to do. So we actually made this one. I don't like the way she's flipping up, so we'll have to put her somewhere where she doesn't get squished. But I like that. It turned out really nice. And again, when I go to stick it in a journal, I can decide to decorate it even more if I need to. And then this one, which we just did, and I absolutely love it. So these two, then I'm going to pull out my basket so you can see all the fun things we've been doing together. Let me see if you can't. Hang on. Oh, let me go any further. So I've been doing all these pretty things. All these pretty things. A lot of these I took out of the baskets that I was selling. And like this one here, do y'all remember this guy? Yeah, I love it. It's exciting. This one we got to put back here. This one, see, now it will be able to get squashed down and it won't open up so much. So that's it for now. I'll bring you back the next time I make something. I still have all of this over here that I wanted to work on. Let me show you. I have, let me move these because these are just ideas. But this one and this one would go perfect with this one and this one. I love those. And then I have these that are possibilities for that. And then I had this guy with some white backing, and I thought I could turn that into a folio. And then we could take something like, no, that's too dark. Maybe, I don't know. There we go, here's some blue. No, it's the same thing. I don't know. Either way, we can turn it into something. I know I can. So we still have some things to work on together. I want to use up all these digitals that I printed up so they're not just sitting in my drawer going to waste. And even though I used some of this for cutting out whale tail tabs, I can still use it inside a page. I just thought those went together very well because of the beige stuff. And then this will draw out the blue. So anyhow, we can still work on some things, just not today. So thank you guys so much for watching, for hanging out with me, and playing with all of my inserts. Y'all have a blessed day.